Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to another Spirit Message and Tip. So this was all about how to use your divine senses, not just your five senses. So this is all about using, you have so much more, like give yourself credit. So I was getting this message to share it on the channel, and if you look up, this is a stock image of the five senses. If you Google what senses we have to use, it's all sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. And maybe they throw in the sixth sense of intuition, and it's like this big umbrella term, but there's so much more. And the message is how to use all your divine senses in life. Use higher levels, not just your five senses. So I want to dive into this because using all your divine senses in life is so that you can better navigate your way and use them all together throughout your life. And a lot of us, I mean, if you right now just even Google five senses, if you Google right now, you're just going to get the five senses and that word intuition, right? And it's not giving the totality of what you actually have and use all the time in your life. And so that's what this video is. You use so much more than just these five senses in life and just like a sprinkle of intuition. And sometimes intuition itself is just described as like, oh, I shouldn't round the corner. Oh, I had a feeling I shouldn't do that, you know, at like dire straits. But no, there's so much more, and let's give them credit, right? Because let's give them full credit right now and give yourself full credit now, so that you know you're equipped in life with so much more than these just five senses. You're gifted with divine senses, and I call them divine senses, and it's so much more than just intuition, which is what I want to get into. I've done so many more videos on this in the Spirit Tips playlist, but there's something that wants to come through right now too, is that it's really important at this time to realize what you have and you're equipped with, especially right now with everything that's going on in the world. You have divine senses that are so much more than just intuition. So why I call them divine senses, I call them divine senses. I also call them clear senses. They're names for them, just like clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairaudience, but I find those terms limiting, because when people hear those words clairvoyant, what does it conjure up in your mind, right? Usually these people associate those words to other people, like psychics, to anything else that they've been taught, and not to themselves, right? So when you hear clairvoyance, clairaudience, it just sounds, people attribute that to psychics. They attribute it to a percentage of people that are not themselves. So that's why it's just easier to think of it as divine senses, clear senses. For example, clear seeing, it's just, instead of clairvoyance, right? Clear seeing on higher levels, clear hearing on higher levels, clear knowing on higher levels, clear feeling on higher levels. You do this all the time, and also using these senses all together at once. That's another thing. You know, just like right now, you could be eating, feeling, seeing, all at once. You're using your divine senses all at once. So just like in the old days when they say, oh, she's clairvoyant, she's clairaudient, she clearly sees, but all the time you're using a medley of these divine senses, these clear senses all the time. Here are some examples of how you do this all the time. Often things happen and you already knew they would, or something happens and you are now upset that a part of you already knew that. And you were just you weren't giving your knowing the credit at the time, and you could have avoided it if you just trusted it. So you're just annoyed now that you didn't listen to it. That's all clear knowing, right? When you just know something. Often things happen, you feel the energy, what's being said underneath the words. You can tell if someone's lying. You can read the energy of things, people, situations. That's clear feeling. Right? Often things just come in your head, usually divine ideas or inspiration to do something, or while you're creating something, you feel like you're almost like quote unquote helped to do it. You can also get direct spirit messages. That's clear hearing, where you just get the clear hearing. Often you can just clearly see what's going to happen. It could be that day or in the future, or you see in depth to a full situation or a person that there would be no possible way for you to see all that, which is regular sight. That's clear seeing. So often it's a combination of all of them at once. You know, it could be used in a combination in the moment, just as you do with your direct senses, right? Right now you're seeing, you're hearing, you're feeling, and more all at the same time. And that's the point here, right? To know you have and use all these senses, these clear senses, these divine senses, much more than just five, first of all, than what's here. I mean, this is like so archaic to me. If you Google right now, you're going to see five senses and maybe intuition. And usually intuition is like in a dire straits a situation. No, this is navigating your whole life. You're fully equipped with so much more than just 5 senses and intuition. You're fully equipped with so much more. Know and trust all that you pick up as you navigate life, right? Everybody receives in different ways, but trust what you get, because these divine senses only get stronger as you use them and as you trust them, and they help you to better navigate your whole life. Use your divine senses all along the way. That's the message. And if you trust all you get, you're going to be amazed all along the way of your life how all your divine senses help you. And they truly help you. They're going to help you in the moment. They help you in your everyday. They can help you in your personal, in your work. Just trust what you get. So it's beyond, I call it divine senses, clear senses. And if you just think of it as clear, knowing, feeling, hearing, seeing on higher levels, that's really all it is. Like, bring it back down to reality, right? Like, don't attribute it as some kind of spectacular gift that only somebody in the small percentages have. No, we have them all. You utilize them all. You actually utilize them whether you give them credit or not. But if you pay more attention and you can build it like a muscle, the more you use it and trust it, it grows and builds, and you're going to use it so often and so counting on it way beyond your 5 senses. It is so much more intelligent than your 5 senses is what I'm saying. It's like divine intelligence when you use your divine senses. Okay, so I wanted to do a quick video about this. Yes, absolutely. This is how to use all your divine senses in life and use those higher levels, not just 5 senses at all, to better navigate your life. I wish you the best. Take care. Bye-bye.